Today we got a brand new dev chat from January the 7th, 2022. Please remember that Paralives is still in the pre-alpha stage of development. If you want to see what they've done so far, please visit their website. They have a wonderful page all about the timeline for the development of the game and an FAQ page. I have the website link and links to their social media in the video description. Now, let's get to the good. There were quite a few good PAM questions, answers, and ideas. Personally, I loved the height slider. I think it's awesome, and I'm very excited to see paras of different heights. It's going to be interesting to see how they'll be able to interact with each other and the environment around them because of the height difference. Let me tell you one thing, I am certainly not jealous of whoever has to make those animations work. I feel like that is a tedious process. Either way, that's exactly what needs to get done in the upcoming year. Talking about the height slider, it's interesting to know that it'll affect other sliders as you adjust it. This is because the team experimented with the height slider not affecting anything and it looked kind of off. That's why it is the way it is now. It's still being worked on though. This isn't the final answer, but the shortest para you can make as of right now would be 1.50 meters, which is 4 feet 9 inches, and 1.97 meters, which is 6'4". That's certainly a nice range as of right now. We talked about body hair during the last dev chat, and now it's time to talk about it again. Although there isn't much to talk about, to be honest, it's still the same thing. They need to experiment and figure out the best option. I do want to say that I like how you can choose whether the body hair is curly or straight. I think that's awesome. I would love to see a para with a giant beard. I'm a fan of the long beards on my Sims and would love to do something similar in Paralives. Sometimes I need to remind myself that not everything can be perfect. Things clipping in video games will happen and it's okay, I say to myself occasionally. But seriously, I dislike clipping and would love it if it wouldn't happen with clothing and hair. However, it's just something that will happen. Despite that, it's nice to know that the devs are trying to make it so that longer hair won't clip through clothing that much. That eases my concerns a bit. We have a few gameplay related questions, answers, and ideas for this week as well. Secrets! I love them. I love learning about them. I just freaking adore them. I cannot wait to explore the world of Paralives and come across some secrets, Easter eggs, or what have you. If you could add a secret item, feature, or anything really, what would it be? I wouldn't mind it if our houses had doorbells or knockers. It would be kind of fun, really. Especially if you could choose the sound of the doorbell. There are some interesting doorbell noises out there in real life. It would be a nice way to indicate that someone's at the door. If they do implement a doorbell, knocker, or even if paras just simply knock on the door, I hope to goodness glob that the para doesn't just walk right in afterwards. What's the point if they walk in? Why did they even knock? I find this happens in The Sims 4 so many times. It's like the sim comes up to the door, they knock on it, and then they just walk right in. What's the point? Wanting to make music is so natural and such a cool creative outlet. Will our paras have the option to express themselves like that? Maybe. Classical instruments like a violin or cello would be nice to have in game, but they might end up being just decorations. It's good to point out that they haven't decided what usable instruments will be in the game. Ooh, I'm obsessed with this idea of setting laws for our towns. It certainly would be an interesting added bonus to a political career path. Here's your reminder to become a patron for Paralives. When you become a member, you get access to posts, images, videos, and information that you wouldn't normally have been able to. In this question, they're talking about one of those posts. So if you want to join in, you'll need to find the link in the description for Paralives' Patreon page. Anywho, going back to the dev chat, it seems like family is very important for players in regards to mealtime. With this in mind, it would be nice to see a family sit down together to eat their meals. Recently, I played The Sims 2, and I was reminded that Sims automatically serve the appropriate amount of plates if they cook up a family or party-sized dish. Let's say I had 2 Sims in my household and they had 2 friends over. That means my Sim will serve up 4 plates of food. I was amazed by this. I know that in Sims 4 your Sim might call to the meal, but it just feels different. It hits differently, you know, when they actually serve the plate of food. Hopefully players will get some good old family time during mealtime. It's weird to think about a life simulation game that doesn't feature a needs bar. Just try to think about that for a second. Doesn't have a needs bar. It's insane, actually, to think about that. That's why I'm very excited to see what the team comes up with in regards to this. I would love to see hydration, food, hygiene, fun, and much more displayed in ways we haven't experienced before. I truly believe that the team will come up with something awesome. Alrighty, that's it. I'm wishing you a fantastic rest of your week. Thank you for watching. Bye!